Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and my first ever upload of Diablo Immortal on this channel, and it's a whole experience I just wanted to share with you guys because I got invited to go to Blizzard headquarters. Like, how crazy is that, right? I've always wanted to go and check it out, and it was an awesome experience. I want to give a huge thank you to my agency for hooking me up, as well as Blizzard giving me the invite and opportunity to check out their headquarters. I got to tour the whole place, the whole facility, and it was so awesome, right? I got to meet so many awesome people there, and I got to gameplay test the new Diablo Immortal update. So I just wanted to share that experience with you guys, and I'm going to get into the new updates, which is it involves a new character that came out, and I'll get into that in a moment. But I just want to share you guys some pictures first that I experienced while I was there that I took. Diablo. So there it is. Apparently somebody actually wore this costume, but this is like a Diablo statue that they had out there, which is pretty nice as well. And there were some pictures of, this is Jaina. Yeah, she's a World of Warcraft character. And moving on to the next is the famous Tyrael. This was such an awesome statue. Like these tentacles that come out of his wings or whatever, like those, it like lit up, it glowed, and it was really cool. So I took a video of that, but yeah, so really cool stuff. It was massive, like huge. And here we go, we got some Illidan action going on. That is sick. Illidan is such a cool character, also part of the World of Warcraft that world. This is the last picture I want to show you here. This is one of our groups that we went around with just to check out the whole entire facility. I think this makes up maybe like half or 1/3 of the entire group of content creators that were at the event. And honestly, when I went here, I didn't know anybody. I didn't really recognize anybody because I'm not really familiar with the Diablo Immortal content creator scene, right? But there were a lot of other variety gaming streamers that were here as well, and I want to give a shout out to Blitz, my guy. He does variety gaming streaming, like fighting games mostly, and actually I did recognize one person, Echo Gaming, so he's a face I did recognize, and everybody else I did not know, but I got to meet most of them, and it was really cool. Everybody was awesome, and we had a great time. All right, guys, let's get to the meat of the video. I know you guys probably don't care about my personal life or experience as far as what I did at Blizzard headquarters, but I just wanted to share with you guys, and there you go. But let's get to the new update for Diablo Immortal 4.0 update, and I got to actually playtest all of it here. I got to do the raids, I got to playtest the new character, which we're going to talk about. This is actually all the raid bosses that were available that were new, and we're also going to get to this a bit later. But first, I want to get to the Druid, the new class of Diablo Immortal. Now, I played a lot of Diablo 2, I played a lot of Diablo 3, I played a lot of Diablo Immortal when it first launched, and in Diablo 2, I played a lot of Druid. Diablo 3, Druid was not available at the time when I played it anyway, and then Diablo Immortal, there was no Druid class at launch, right? I mainly played a Demon Hunter, but I got to play Druid again. I finally got to play test him. It was such an awesome experience because it's been so long since I saw Druid available in Diablo, right? And basically, it was such an awesome class to play. There's so many different abilities here. Fire Tornado is awesome. He had a lot of ways to basically heal the team as well, but I wasn't really about that. I wanted to do all the damage and just see what he can do. And he's great. Like, he can turn into a stag, he can turn into a grizzly bear, he can turn into a wolf, and I'm actually going to show you some of that a little bit in a moment. But he can also summon bear, he can also summon wolves, right? And there's just so many different things he can do, because a lot of other Diablo Immortal characters cannot do this. A lot of Diablo characters cannot do this. They cannot turn into an animal at will like he can, different animals like that. There's other characters that can summon stuff. Yes, he can do that too. But the fact that he can turn into a different animal, and then it just makes him so versatile depending on what you're doing. The bear, when it turns into a complete tank, right? I've actually seen one of my friends, Misery. I met him there. He picked someone up and started tossing them around. It was hilarious to watch. But yeah, in the wolf form, it's so fast. It's like he just has so many burst abilities where he can just keep moving and moving and moving. It's crazy. He's fast, and that's what I really liked about him as well. And he does a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. All right, so I'm not the best with close combat PvP style characters when it comes to Diablo, but I got to mess around with him, and he's so versatile. He has a lot of AoE abilities, he has a lot of like close combat abilities, and that's pretty much what Druid is, right? You get to turn into a wolf, you get to do melee damage, you get to turn into a bear, toss people around, do a lot of strong melee damage while taking a lot of hits. And even in his regular form, you can still do a lot of I guess AoE abilities, right? Like the fire tornado and whatnot. And also you're able to put up stones that just come out of the ground and do massive damage to everybody on the board, basically, whoever you're fighting. But it's just such a versatile character, and I actually want to show you some more gameplay here. All right, so over here, I'm gonna show you some PvP that I did with. I teamed up with Misery, and we fought against Laggy Lulu and Tonio as well. And yeah, I mean, I did all the work, right? I'm kidding. Misery did all the work in this PvP battle. I was just sitting there supporting him, basically. I was trying to do what I could, but he was just so strong. He was crazy. And yeah, you can see all the stone popping up out of the ground. I was talking about different abilities he can do, like charging. I turned into a wolf here and I started meleeing them down. It's so awesome. He's so fast. It's incredible. But the gameplay, it just looks so beautiful as well. I've always liked Diablo gameplay, that just the aesthetics of it, right? It just always looks really nice to me. And yeah, they did a great job with that as well. But there we go. We finished them off. Boom, victory. Yeah, we did a couple battles back to back, and then eventually Misery's like, Smiley, me and you, one-on-one. Let's see who did all the work, and he just kept smashing me. So basically I showed I did nothing. Anyways. I'm more of a range kind of player when it comes to Diablo Immortal. I always play the mage, the sorceress in this case, or the demon hunter, which is basically the Vala, right? The ranged assassin. That's kind of like my play style. Not really melee or like close combat, but man, it's really, really fun. I really got to enjoy the Druid firsthand. And let me actually show you the raid that we did, because the raid was so fun. So this is the first raid boss that we fought against. And he pretty much cocoons himself, and he puts out, I mean, you're going to see a lot of abilities that take place here if you guys play Diablo Immortal, but same thing with World of Warcraft. Like every raid boss has their own pattern of abilities that they do. You just have to study it, memorize it, and know when to avoid stuff. Basically it. So as you can see here, easy dodge, you see the thing that's going to spawn there, and it shows you when it's going to spawn, and you move out of the way. That's simple. But this is definitely a fight that took a collective effort, because I tried to 1v1 it myself. I almost got him down, but it was tough. Now, there was a lot of these AoE bombs as well. And he also eventually goes into cocoon mode, where you want to, well, in this case, I guess he puts out flowers where you want to take turns. So they don't, I guess, like they don't power up or soak up the flowers right away. Because if you let them keep going, then eventually bad things are going to happen. Your team is going to just die, okay? So you want to take turns trying to eliminating these flowers as quick as you can. Take turns taking the aura beam that's going to the flower, but you don't want to take too much of it, right? As you can see here, this bar's filling up. I want to get out of the way now because it's just going to destroy me. And yeah, and then eventually the boss gets out of the cocoon, and then we're able to fight it again. Let's move a little bit ahead here. Okay, so right here is what I was talking about. He does end up spawning these vines that you want to get behind, because these, those thorns are going to do a lot of damage to you. So you want to get out of the way behind the thorns, because you got a little bit of hiding capabilities there. And yeah, but eventually we did defeat the boss. And as you can see, a lot of people are dying. I was mainly on resurrecting duty, because I kind of got to study the boss a little bit as I was watching, and noticed all his patterns immediately. And well, right there, I didn't do a good job there. But anyways, we ended up defeating the boss, and then we ended up going to the second boss, which was that the first boss? Oh, this is the second boss, right? Yeah, the second boss here throws out a lot of souls that you want to dodge, because they pretty much like similar patterns. Like you can see on the ground, he's about to show you what's going to happen and whatnot. But the really, really cool thing, right there, you guys see those fire tornadoes? That's something else that the Druid can do that I find really, really dope, right? Massive damage. And yeah, in this case, like I didn't really have the best build for this fight. I just tried to keep like kind of a range build, but mostly everybody else went for like a werewolf build form, which does a massive amount of damage. And yeah, so they're gonna be close combat the whole time essentially, and they're gonna be dying a lot. So that's kind of why I was on also resurrection duty, I guess, right? Look at that, guys. Look at that fire tornado. It's so sick. Look at the stones on the ground that are forming. And okay, now we drop to the ground to take this. Is like, I think there's a second part of the battle. Now he does spawn these like these flies on the ground or something, where you want to take the fire, as you can see I'm doing for no reason. You take the fire and just like pop them. I guess like those plants things too. You want to get rid of those. Yeah, use a fire to like burn him down, and then eventually you'll be able to fight the boss again. But eventually we do take this boss down. Now the final boss here was the Abyss Lurker, and now this guy was tough. Like, a lot of stuff was easy to dodge, but you get to a point where he'll keep pushing you to the back, and like the space is so tight where it, like, he does his patterns really quickly, and it becomes a little bit harder to dodge because you don't have much time to attack him. Like, you'll have like maybe 3 seconds to go hit him, and then you just got to get out of the way because those things are going around just smacking everybody. And we I think this fight actually took like multiple attempts the first time around. We just got bodied in the beginning. We got straight up bodied, but I think we get to that point over. Yeah, here it is. So this is a small space. This is the final platform we would fight him on. And as you can see, these things keep spawning and spawning and keep doing massive damage. And you just don't have much time to attack it, right? You have to hit it and then just get out of the way right there, as you can see. Okay, I got smacked there. I didn't do a good job dodging, but I think this is the fight we actually failed on. And he also throws these like beams on you where you want to get out of the way because you don't want to like drop it on your team, because then it, like, all that damage comes for your entire team because you're all in the way, right? But yeah, this fight was really cool. I enjoyed it, and we did end up beating it eventually towards the end over here. There we go. Yeah, we did end up beating it. But yeah, so really cool raid fight mechanics, and also everybody was a druid here, so as you can see, we didn't have like a variety of different compositions we worked with, but it's really cool. Like I said, he's super versatile. He has the ability to heal your team. He has the ability to be really, I guess, on the offensive side. He has the ability to even put up thorns on himself to take up some damage as well. And he just has a lot of different like options that you can go, whether you want to be a defense and passive and play from the back AoE, right, damage dealing, or you want to be in the back and just heal your team, and just, or if you want to be up front and close and personal and just start, you know, pummeling your opponents, right? You turn into your bear, massive HP. You turn into the wolf, massive offense, attack abilities, and just burst of speed. And yeah, really cool stuff. But I enjoyed this gameplay so much while I was there, honestly, and it had a lot of fun. It's I didn't really see I guess anything I didn't like about it, right? Like, I love being able to spawn the wolves here, and it's not even just wolves. You can actually have the option to turn them into fire wolves, right? So there's just so many different things you can do with it. So many, like, endless possibilities is what I can say, right? It was really cool. But there you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my experience playing the druid, and maybe you guys want to check it out yourselves, right? There's a lot of other characters you can play as well that are available, but the druid is what I wanted to cover and showcase to you guys today, and hope you guys did enjoy it. Once again, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Blizzard for giving me the opportunity and inviting me to come to the Blizzard headquarters and experience everything firsthand. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do enjoy my content, please make sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button as well, because that really does help with the algorithm and push the content out further. And I would really appreciate that. That would be great. But make sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this new content that's available for Diablo Immortal, if you're interested, if you're not interested, and whatnot. But yeah, do share it down below, and I'll try to respond to you as soon as I can. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.